y'all. So this is a wood burning tool, and I am using it to cut some 10-inch squares. The wood burning tool will keep your mesh, your poly burlap mesh, from fraying just a little bit. I have no idea how many I need. Just gonna leave this over here. Try not to burn anything down with that. How many of y'all have used the Unique in the Creek Cross? This is what I'm thinking. I wanna do the cross, and I wanna do it in solid brown, and then I wanna put a bow in the middle, thinking that the customer could change out the bow depending on the holidays. Let's figure out our zip tie situation. So I'm thinking we're gonna do 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, but I don't know if that's even gonna be enough to cover it. So we just have to try it out and see. I may just put a few on here. I may just put a few to see if it's enough coverage. All right. So I'm gonna take my square. I'm gonna fold it right over in half. Okay. Then right here, I'm going to just start pinching it in. On both sides. All right, so I've got the little petal. And I'm just gonna slide it in here about 1 finger deep. All right, now let's try one in the center up here and see if it works. All right, we're gonna have to do one more layer to figure out if this is gonna work. Y'all, I think that's gonna give us plenty of coverage. So let's get our zip ties on here. So I'm doing 2, then 1, then 2, then 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Right. Y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and go to the outsides and work my way back to the square because I don't know what I'm gonna do in this square just yet. Yeah, I'm using poly burlap right now. All right, gonna do the same thing at the top. All right, let's go to this side. Let's continue getting our petals added. So we're just gonna make our little triangle, come straight down, right? Triangle, straight down. And then just small pinches, both ways. Till you get this little petal. Then we're gonna cut each one off. So this, what we're doing right here, is gonna take 30. So if that's all we need, then it's gonna only take one roll of mesh. but I think we're gonna need a little more in the very center. So I think it's gonna take one roll and some. All right, I'm gonna switch and go this way for now, but I think we're gonna have to add some more petals here. All right. So now we went this way and this way. Let's go up and out. So I think this might actually take less mesh than I thought it would. So let's do this last corner here. All right, so that's what we have right now. So what I'm thinking right here in the middle, I'm just going to put like a ruffle look. So let me load these. Y'all, on the ruffle, I can't close the zip tie. Let's just do one and see if we like it first. Hang on. So I'm thinking just to get some height behind the bow, I'm just going to do a regular little burlap ruffle. And add it in here. So I'm just going to do one in each corner. One thing that I am doing is I'm doing the ruffle. So normally you would ruffle from the edge to the other edge, not the cut edges. In this one, I am ruffling on the cut edges so that the edges on this side are what's seen. Right? Because it's going in at an angle. So this cut edge here is on the outside. So now you've got that little cluster in the center. So let's make our bow. So I'm gonna go with about a 12-inch tail. Give it a good twist. I'm gonna make about a, I don't know, 7-inch loop. Another one over here, about 7 inches. And about 8 inches. I would make one cross, and then I would just swap out the bow and take a bunch of pictures, and then all you have to do is make the crosses when they sail. All right, gonna take a pipe cleaner. Slide our bow off. Get it pulled nice and tight. Fluff out our bow. All right, then all we're gonna do is run our pipe cleaner right through the center and come out the holes in the back. So I'm just looking for those holes back here. All right, then we're just gonna pull our bow right into the center. Twist it off. And then trim up our tails. All right. So just a really pretty patriotic cross. Now, what I would do is I would figure out how many crosses I have, and I would figure out how many rolls of brown poly burlap that I have. Then I would take off the bow. So I would take pictures of this and I would create an Etsy listing. Then I would take off the bow and I would make another bow. And I would put that bow on. And I would take photos. Then I would make a listing with that one. Then I would take off the bow. So let's say we have enough supplies to make 4 crosses. I would make 1 cross, 4 different bows, and take a picture with each bow on the 1 cross. Right? So now we've got a fun summer bow. All right. Good night, y'all.